So at the beginning of the Makuhari CX Elite Men's, we're about 11 rows back, I think, a long way from the start. I'm number 89, and 1 minute to go, so just taking it easy. I don't know what's happening with the power. There you go, 1 minute back, 1 minute to the start. I think the power's building up, like on, oh, here we go. Yep, I moved forward a row. So I'm just 10 rows from the front now. That was a sneaky move, wasn't it? I think the guy was sneaky for trying to hide that position. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the power. I think it's instantaneous power, but it's building up to what my power starts at. Other than that, we've got heart rate, which is no good. It hardly reacts for the first... It has trouble reacting for the first 5 minutes, but you can be assured I'm about max heart rate almost immediately. Oh, you can feel the tension. Shake out those arms. I've actually got a pro rider behind me. Off we go. So pro rider behind me. If he gets past me, the race is over. So that's my number one aim, goal, not to get passed by the pro rider, who is much faster than me. So on the inside, it's already spread out a bit. Looks like the in, yeah, here it was getting a bit of traffic on the inside, so I moved to the outside. I'm in the middle, so I can't really move up at all. Just try not to leave too many spaces. That's Tomcat on my right. He's always quicker than me uphill, but not flat in a field hill. Anyway, oh, this was good. Lots of people braking on the inside. You just carry the speed on the outside. Another spike up to 600. Then here, they left me room on the inside there, that was good. And up again, back to 800. 800 barely staying in line. 800 for 10 seconds and then nothing basically. Ah, there he goes. That's the pro rider. So that's the first time and the last time you will see. So come around this corner. This is slightly uphill. If I had the legs like pro rider, I'd definitely go up that space. Now I get cut off slightly. No problem. Come around again. Another spike up to 700. So this is the first lap. Starting far back, and quick I can get up, quick I can move up places, the less work I need to do later on, but also spiking to 800 every 10 for 10 seconds, every 20 seconds. It's gonna hurt. So another pinch point. Not as many pinch points as last year, but still quite a few. Well, not as bad as last year. Last year we had to go through a forest after 2 turns. We were basically having a chat, waiting for the jam to clear. Now here's a sneaky move I've got. Everyone go to the right. I'm on the left. Luckily, I have to brake now. But luckily, they stay up on the right. And I'm like, oh, well, go down here. It's open, it's free. 10, past at least 5 guys now. And the guy in green. You'll see the guy in green later as well. He'll cut me off about 100 meters. He's obviously he's going to win it. Obviously, yeah. He's definitely aiming to win. I don't think he wins it though. Anyway, down here, don't fall off. It's not really any point overtaking here because the next section is a mountain bike section. Just big ups and downs. It's kind of impolite, really. No one's going to mess this up. No one's going to mess this up. I don't mess it up, by the way, but there's the green guy. Thanks, mate. So here we're coming into the section where if you get a clean run at it, you might be able to ride up it. But as you can see, no clean run at it. So off and running. Great support there. Always like the support. Can barely respond to the support, but I know it's there. Oof. Ouch. Ouch, I felt that. Anyway, this is an interesting one. This is what you don't see. That happens a lot. One guy falling off. It's a comedy. Dragging his bike on the floor. These are elite riders, remember. This is the elite of Japan, of which I am one. Oof. So here's a nice right turn that I take too wide. So what are we? Probably around, I'm 89, I've probably overtaken around 25 guys. Still a few to go. The front guys are probably already 2 minutes ahead. Last year, this was a bit easier than last year, this section. Which is good for guys like me. About to come back out onto the grass, where basically if you've got the power you can overtake as many people as you like. Spike back up to 800. You'll see that spiking to 800 is pretty common. I guess I should have done more spike to 800 intervals. 0 800, there we go. 800 again. Over here, I think in the draft, there's no draft because we're going at 20, 30 kilometers an hour, no real draft. But 460, obviously after a few laps, I'm actually doing about half that in a few laps. But on the first lap, you've got to go all out while you can. Bit of a rest in the turny turn section. And coming up to the next tabletop, I think I actually nail this, surprisingly. And the guy who doesn't, I managed to overtake. There was a guy who actually cut me up slightly earlier on, so I was like, yes, get it. So down this bit, I hate this bit. So I smashed it, go too far. There's no point, like, just take it easy. The guy is going to be running in front of you anyway, so can't spike it up to 800 here. Spiking to 800, that's for the grass. This is all single file. It's really, unless if you've got really good legs and you know you're going to stay in front, then go in front. But otherwise, if you just smash your legs spiking 800 for the first 4 minutes of the race, you're not going to stay in front. And you basically know, I know that guy in Shida in front of me. He rides in the Japan Pro Tour, so after this bit, it's just more grass. So if I overtake him before the grass, he's just going to come back and take me on the grass. Unless he makes a mistake, I'm going to save my legs for this next bit. And try and keep it a nice 400. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4. We're going. Oh yes. One more guy down. See, this guy's 500. If you can't hold it, you'll gradually catch them up anyway, guys who got a good start or are ahead in the field, but they're going to fall back. It's a 1 hour race, so I mean, it sorts itself out in the end. Here's a good move. Speaking of not going in front when you don't have the legs, I go in front. I guess I have the legs. 500, 600. Showing off a bit really. You've got to put in the 600 when you overtake. Otherwise they think they can just, what are you up to? You know? But obviously back to 100 here because I'm knackered after that. This corner could actually go pretty quick round here, keep speed into this hill climb. 600. On your left. Thanks. Oof. You see, heart rate's caught up by this point. So 175. My max heart rate is about 182. I do reach 180, but we're redlining at 175. 176. Yeah, now it's the day after this. About 11 AM the day after, I felt my heart kind of let go. Okay, if actually something happens after a race like this, something happens to your heart, and then the next day it kind of goes, kind of skips a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit worrying, but you know, the first few times it's worrying. So catching the guy in red didn't catch me up, so that was good. He's probably right behind me though. And we're catching up to another. There's still a good lined out. There's not many gaps. There's still a good group of riders in front, so it's worth pushing on. And you see they're right behind. We're all in a pretty good line still. Still good chances to overtake. Left, right, left, right. Here we go. Actually, on this ride up, on this table, I saw the 4th place guy ride it. He didn't pedal at all up here. He just went up with the momentum. I kind of do. I did that time. I should have done it like that every time. Oops. And as the race went on, either my legs got more tired or I just figured out that you don't pedal up that ride up. You just let your momentum take you. Kind of. Oh, here we go. Got a chance to. No, I haven't got a chance to ride up because a guy's fallen off. So running again. Oh, it's another guy from the red team in front. I think this is the Pro Tour guy. Another guy has dropped his chain. So many people drop their chain. Boom, boom. Through this section. See, this guy knows what's up. He's not going to get off and drag his bike on the floor. He's actually he rides in the Pro Tour. Go on the left. He comes back. Whoops. That was unnecessary. Take this one a bit better this time. Well, that's pretty much it. Just keeps on. Gradually catch up. Some more and more guys. Overtake this guy. Another 4 laps of that basically. I don't fall off. Finish 34. Finish within sight. This guy. Yeah, let me through. Alright, don't let me through. There's an 80% rule, so if you're not fast enough, they cut you. Because they don't want the front guy to catch you up. On this one, where they cut you off, it's literally 100 meters from the start-finish line, or from the finish line. So the guy behind was still 2 minutes behind. And they stopped us when we could have gone another 100 meters past the start-finish and finished the race. Done the last lap and finished. And got the extra 20 points for finishing them. You get extra 20 points for finishing these National Series races. Anyway, I can see, not quite 500. Oh, there's a guy there, so I've got to push it. 400. A little bit off the gas. And that was that. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.